Hey everybody, I'm Paul Lemiski from Canadian Woodworks and Legacy Lumber, and we're back at you with your fresh new woodworking life. Today we're emptying our conventional kiln, we're dressing that lumber through our jointer planer, and I'm going to take you through a good old wood shop walkthrough where we're going to update you on the projects we're working on. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, let's upload this thing.
Fan it with the cardboard.
Woo! It's cold out here, but it's hot in here. This is our conventional heat to vent kiln where we have a wood boiler. There's a radiator in here. The hot water is going through the radiator, which heats up inside. We got a bunch of circulation fans, and this is for air-dried material. We like to see 30% or lower before the lumber goes in here. I gotta get out of the way. Troy's in the forklift. He's staring at me. We got the fork extensions on. Maybe I'll go on the other side to help line it up. Big Steve's on this side. I know, it's because it's hitting that spot. Oh, you got it. Okay. Okay, and this is the first one that we've done a steel kind of rack, I guess, underneath the wood. So we got two long runners and a bunch of supports that are on every 12 inches. And we got the fork extensions with the telehandler. She's rated at 10,000 pounds, so the weight of it is no problem at all. Oh, almost lost it. Okay, we got the Wagner moisture meter. It's pinless, very nice. I just put this on the wood. It's gonna show me the moisture. And I'm hoping to see around 6, 8, as high as 10% is okay, but 6 to 8 is where we want. And right here's the radiator. So we have hot water flowing through this from the wood boiler at about 170, 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Takes the air from this chamber through the rad, heats it up in here. And then on the roof, we have circulating fans that make the air go like this through the wood. And there's a little hole in the far side as a vent. That warm, moist air then leaves the other end, and we end up with nice dry wood. I'm gonna check it now. All right, those two packs need a little bit more time. Those ones, dried to perfection, so Troy's gonna deal with that. Let's get on with the rest of the day. All right, they're gonna head into the shop. Troy's gonna be dressing all that 5/4 Canadian black walnut, which means 1 1/4 inch. Yeah, that's what it means. And we're gonna be typically dressing it to about 1 inch thick through our jointer planer. So let's head on in and check that out. All right, awesome. That lumber turned out beautiful, and we have a whole bunch of it. Fortunately, we got about 1,000 board feet right here, heading down to our dealer in Mississauga. That's Rob at Concept 13. We have another huge skid, a full boule, pair of beautiful slabs, some thicker stuff there. This is all heading to Alberta. Another great client of ours there, Adrian. So if you're watching, Adrian, your lumber is going to be on its way shortly, and it's oh so nice. Let's go check out what Justin's doing in the back of the shop. All right, we'll give you a little update on all the projects we have going on right now. We have a massive table, 5 feet wide? 5 feet wide. 5 feet wide, 13 foot long. This is made from 4 boards, but they're all from the same boule. So the color of the walnut matches very well. And there are also 2 book matched boards. We have 2 boards in the center here that are book matched, and the 2 outside ones are matched too. And then finally, all glued up. We've fortunate enough, we got virtually all the sap removed. So, I don't know, just a really, really nice table. You can barely even tell that it's 4 boards. Minor defects, and what it looks like we've got some epoxy in. We got a bit more epoxy to go, and you got the sander out. So James will be doing some sanding. Yeah. Sanding time. All right. This is the base for the table. Check this out. Little combination of steel as well as walnut, chromed steel. I think it's going to look really nice. And actually, we had an issue that we couldn't actually do this whole center piece as a chromed piece because nobody could actually chrome a piece of steel that long. So we came up with an idea to join the 2 pieces in the center with walnut, kind of to match the legs on the side there. I think this thing's going to look just fantastic. It's coming together nicely. Going to look great with that table. We've got a few other projects on the go. This is actually a desk for the team at Chemtech Epoxy in Quebec. And we have a lower layer that's black. And then we did a little bit of artistic kind of like the ocean waves going on with some white epoxy. And then we have about another 1.5 inches of clear epoxy. And this will be getting taken out of the mold soon. So stay tuned. We'll be showing you this probably in the upcoming week. Back here we got a massive pour. This was a slab brought to us by a customer. It's like 6 inches thick. How thick was this thing? 5, 6 inches thick. It was horribly, horribly warped and twisted and like literally cut with a chainsaw. So we flattened it on our CNC, and now we're basically creating a rectangle out of it using epoxy. My phone is ringing, as always. Hey, Amy. Hey, I got it sorted out, thanks. I just needed a space heater. Okay. How's the hair? Oh, she hangs right up. That's it, eh? Cut. All right, another project we have on the go is a dining table as well as a matching coffee table, which has blue epoxy in it, just like this. And we're actually going to have LED lights on the underneath lighting up the epoxy. So this is a test piece to see how the lighting is going to interact with the epoxy. Pretty darn nice. Looking for a test piece. James is over here working away. We got some epoxy serving boards. Of course, we're recording the time lapse. Good job, right? We got a little Odie's oil action. This is their new finish, the Super Duper Everlasting Oil. What a name. Super simple to put on. Wipe it on. Let it sit for what? How long? How long do you let it sit?
We're going to let this sit for half an hour and then wipe it off.
Half an hour, wipe it off completely. And the main difference from this and their other products is the removal of the product is far easier. So it's just a little bit more nicer to work with, I guess. Yeah. Easier to get the product off of the material. And these are done with the Chemtech Chem Quick as a color layer on the bottom, and then we do a clear layer on the top. And there's your no finish versus finish. So these will be available shortly as well. And ooh, smells nice. Also, by the way, we actually just started a giveaway today. It's going to be running until Friday. Today's Tuesday. You'll probably see this tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So you have a few more days to enter if you're interested. It's on Instagram only, and it's one of our latest posts. And we're giving away a Restorer brush sander. I don't know where it is, but we'll show you a clip of it. And you got to go on our Instagram account at Canadian Woodworks if you want to enter. So check that out. Woo! All right, folks, that's the end of this Woodworking Life. I want to say thank you for watching, as always. And don't forget, we have the giveaway going on for the Porter Cable Restorer. That's a brush sander that we use on practically every live edge table that we do. The giveaway is only on Instagram. So you got to go to at Canadian Woodworks on Instagram. And one of our latest posts is a picture of the brush sander. You need to comment another woodworker that would love to have that tool, and then you'll be entered to win. Until next time, everyone, make it a great one. We got it.